Temporary, Transitional and Special Provisions 369. Temporary power to Parliament to make laws with respect to certain matters in the state list as if they were matters in the concurrent list 370. Temporary provisions with respect to the state of Jammu and Kashmir 371. Special provision with respect to the states of Maharashtra and Gujarat 371A. Special provision with respect to the state of Nagaland 371B. Special provision with respect to the state of Assam 371C. Special provision with respect to the state of Manipur 371D. Special provisions with respect to the state of Andhra Pradesh or the state of Telangana 371E. Establishment of Central University in Andhra Pradesh 371F. Special provision with respect to the state of Sikkim 371G. Special provision with respect to the state of Mizoram 371H. Special provision with respect to the state of Arunachal Pradesh 371I. Special provision with respect to the state of Goa 371J. Special provision with respect to the state of Karnataka 372. Continuance in force of existing laws and their adaptation 372A. Power of the President to adapt laws 373. Power of President to make order in respect of persons under preventive detention in certain cases 374. Provisions as to judges of the federal court and proceedings pending in the federal court or before His Majesty in Council 375. Courts, authorities and officers to continue to function subject to the provisions of the Constitution 376. Provisions as to judges of high courts 377. Provisions as to Controller and Auditor General of India 378. Provisions as to Public Service Commissions 378A. Special provisions as to duration of Andhra Pradesh Legislative Assembly 379. Provisions as to Provisional Parliament and the Speaker and Deputy Speaker thereof repealed 380. Provisions as to President repealed 381. Council of Ministers of the President repealed 382. Provisions as to provisional legislatures for states in part of the first schedule repealed 383. Provisions as to governors of provinces repealed 384. Council of Ministers of Governors repealed 385. Provisions as to provisional legislatures in states in Part B of the first schedule repealed 386. Council of Ministers for states in Part B of the first schedule repealed 387. Special provision as to determination of population for the purposes of certain elections repealed 388. Provisions as to the filling of casual vacancies in the Provisional Parliament and Provisional Legislature of the states repealed 389. Provisions as to bills pending in the Dominion Legislature and in the legislatures of provinces and Indian states repealed 390. Monies received or raised or expenditure incurred between the commencement of the Constitution and the 31st day of March 1950 391. Power of the President to amend the first and fourth schedules in certain contingencies repealed 392. Power of the President to remove difficulties